As a look at the first half stats brought to you by Jeep. All right, so start of the second half, Dickie. What changes, if any, do you expect to see from each team here in the second half?
Well, Marquette needs to make adjustments with their awareness immediately versus the Musketeers 2-3 zone. Use the screen on the guy with the ball or attack by penetrating with pass to the middle. And then Xavier, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. Defensively, coming up with rebounds, forcing Marquette to shoot threes, and then attacking the paint.
These two teams last year played twice, each team winning on its home floor. And now starting out Big East Conference play again this year in Cincinnati. Scruggs on the attack, missing the shot inside. Out of bounds, it goes back to Marquette.
Daryl Morcell hobbling right now. Seems like he came down on his ankle. Whenever you do that, you got to kind of jog it out, stand up, keep it loose. And if it's not a bad tweak, you can usually kind of walk it off, and it could get better.
Daryl Morcell, transfer from Maryland. He was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year last year. This year has become more of an offensive scorer for this Marquette team. He transferred to Marquette, wanted to be challenged, wanted a bigger role. And Shaka Smart said, come on over and play for us.
Well, that's one of the advantages you have for being able to transfer play right away, or if you're a grad transfer, to go to another program, maximize your abilities, show things that you felt like you could do or you have developed. And Morcell is doing that here at Marquette.
Turnover on Xavier, it's 7th. Here comes Marquette, and a turnover on Marquette. Here comes Xavier. Scruggs, the lob, and the slam by Fremantle.
A veteran college player. Scruggs with the ability to get the ball back even though he made a turnover. His anticipation in the passing lane is tremendous with the steal and the assist, sharing the ball to Fremantle.
Xavier by 4. It trailed by as many as 9 in the first half. And a whistle. Offensive foul on Kolek. That's his 4th foul of the game.
Right here, the steal. And then the holiday gift to Fremantle. Passing it up high. And Fremantle playing it up high with the lob pass and the finish by the big man.
This is Xavier's 12th game of the year, and Fremantle missed the first 6 games of the year, recovering from foot surgery, shaking off the rust quickly, according to head coach Travis Steele. And Coach Steele glad to have him back in the lineup here today. Here's Johnson, quick spot up 3, got it. His 3rd 3 of the game. Timeout taken by Marquette.
Kunkel's got it for the win. Yes! Adam Kunkel did it!
Adam Kunkel, the hero at the horn. Dickie, what do you remember about that night?
Oh, it was a special night. Adam Kunkel was just playing in like his 3rd game since the NCAA had cleared him to be able to play. It was a special moment that he had made a call to his father to let him know, and then to cap it off with a game winner, because this Marquette-Xavier rivalry or this intense matchup, it's usually a tight game.
And getting inside and scoring an easy 2 is Greg Elliott. Quick 2 off the bench. He has 7. And Xavier's lead is trimmed down to 5.
And that was good by Greg Elliott. Not settling for a jump shot, being aggressive, knifing around the defense and getting right to the basket.
Jones tight ropes the baseline, doing circles. Johnson, the pump fake, spots up and missing that 3. Offensive rebound, Fremantle, and he lost it. And a foul is called. It's on Nate Johnson.
You know, we saw Adam Kunkel's 3-point game winner. Xavier had kind of took a hold of the momentum the last 2 minutes of this game so far. It looked like it was going to get away, but you can never count on that, because this Marquette-Xavier matchup usually comes down to a tight game, Brock. Comes down to game-winning shots like that.
Yeah, that was the Big East Conference opener for both teams on this floor last year, and nearly a year ago to the day, they meet again on this floor for the Big East opener for both teams this year. Queth needs help. 5 to shoot. Morcell. Pull up jump shot. Rims out on him. Rebound Johnson. Correction is rebounded by Scruggs for Xavier. Scruggs inside Hunter. Outside Fremantle. Into the lane. Reverse layup is good. Oh, how did he do that?
And you can see that foot is feeling better and better every game. Fremantle showing the abilities he showed last season when he averaged 16 points and 7 rebounds and led this team in both categories. He could take bigs off the bounce, attacking the basket.
Yeah, last year he was named the Big East Most Improved Player of the Year, as well as second team All Big East.
And here's where he's at his best, attacking Quaith, who is trying to close out, attacks the body of the shot blocker and uses the other side of the basket so he doesn't get his shot sent back to him by the leading shot blocker in the Big East.
All right, so Dickey, Marquette is down 7. How does it chip away at this lead?
Well, they have to get Justin Lewis involved. Justin Lewis is not on the court right now. Now you have to use a lot of ball screen, get a lot of movement. Morcell is your most aggressive player, as you see him right there, using his strength, his athleticism to be able to double pump and make a difficult acrobatic shot.
That's his 10th point of the game. Inside for Xavier. Jones scored the basket and one. He'll head to the line for a free throw.
Kobe Jones, you saw him flex that right bicep right there. This is just using that added muscle he put on in the offseason, taking advantage of the freshman Jones, putting him in the basket right here, just getting physical, give him that little shoulder, draw the foul, and the finish for a chance for a 3-point play.
Cam Jones the foul. Shooting the free throw is Colby Jones, and he scores his 8th point of the game. Xavier now 8 of 14 at the line, and the lead is back up to 8.
Right now, if you're the Golden Eagles, you're trying to figure out how you get Greg Elliott a shot.
Morcell lost it, got it back, shot blocked by Fremantle, and the outlet pass to Jones.
Hashtag security, protect my house.
Jones all the way, no, put back, missed by Hunter, but he's fouled over the back, and he'll head to the line and shoot 2.
And that was started by the defense. Fremantle feeling more comfortable every game, coming off the energy, staying alert, protecting the basket with the shot block. And then Musketeers doing what they do best, a defensive stop, an acceleration in transition, drawing the foul.
Hunter missed 2 free throws in the first half, makes that one. And Xavier has gone to the line now 15 times. This will be free throw attempt number 16. Marquette has only gone to the line twice. It is 2 of 2. And speaking of 2 of 2, Jerome Hunter goes 2 of 2 on that trip, and the lead is double figures now again for Xavier.
Well, when you have a discrepancy like that at the free throw shooting, that means one team is super aggressive, and that also usually results in that team dominating the scoring.
Elliott into the lane, bobbled, loose. Stolen by Xavier. Turnover number 9 on Marquette. Jones runs it down somehow, and now Xavier will set up his offense as they go inside to Fremantle. Works against Morcell, and a foul on Morcell, and that's his 2nd of the game. Timeout on the court. 15:41 to go. In this Big East opener for both teams, Xavier at home leads by 10. Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Back in the Cintas Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, 22nd ranked Xavier leads Marquette by 10, 50-40. Brock Bowling and former Providence Friar standout Dickey Simpkins with you. And Dickey, here's a look at the last 5 meetings. Some close games over the years.
Yeah, the majority of the games have been close. This has become an intense matchup. Both teams playing with energy, playing with speed and transition, using full court defense. So it's an up and down pace. And it's going to stay, even though Xavier's up by 10 right now, still 15 minutes left, I expect this game to still be a close battle.
15:41 to go. Inside to Scruggs. Shot blocked by Queth and taken by Prosper for Marquette. Here comes Elliott, and he's fouled by Scruggs, and that's his third of the game.
You have to have, in order to have a good defensive team, you have to have an anchor to the defense like Queth. He's the anchor to the defense. That is what you call a rim protector, using his length, athleticism, pursuing blocks, helps your field goal defense percentage.
Yeah, Kirk Queth, we talked about it in the first half, leads the Big East in blocks so far this year, 2.9 rejections per game.
Where we're having a problem right now for Marquette is Tyler Kolek is in foul trouble. And he is a guy that can make plays, Brock, for the other players. The other guards are scorers. They need a guy who can distribute, and Kolek is on the bench with 4 fouls. That's a detriment to the Golden Eagles.
Fouls on Nate Johnson, his second. At the line is Greg Elliott, and in his last game 1 week ago today against 4th-ranked UCLA, Dickey, he had a career-high 22 points. He made 6 threes. This was all off the bench.
Yeah, he has stepped up as of lately. This is a guy who came in physically deficient as a freshman, has gained a little bit of muscle. He's had some trouble with the injury bug throughout his career, and now he's getting an opportunity to show why he's a Marquette Golden Eagle, his offensive abilities to knock down threes.
Only the 3rd and 4th free throws attempted in this game by Marquette. Here's Jones for Xavier. Rims around and out, and a rebound by Elliott for Marquette into the hands of Jones. Here's Lewis. Cut off at the baseline and finds Prosper in the corner. Elliott, quick shot for 3. Off the mark, but he's fouled by Johnson, and Elliott will head to the line to shoot 3.
Well, the one thing about Greg Elliott, he's going to be ready to shoot. As soon as he caught this, he's ready to get it up. I mean, he has to be able to land. I wouldn't say that he blatantly kicked his legs out. I mean, he shot in a shooter's momentum. And if you're Johnson, you have to give him room to land.
9 points for Elliott. Last year, shot 45% from 3 for the year. This year, coming into the game, shooting 52% from downtown. Good free throw shooter, 85% on the year. He's made 2, one more coming.
Now, after the Golden Eagles make these free throws by Greg Elliott, they still need to keep the pressure full court, make the Musketeers take time off the shot clock, disrupt their rhythm offensively, and try to come up with a deflection that leads into a steal.
11 points for Greg Elliott, all off the bench. 6 of the 11 coming in the first few minutes of this second half as Odom goes inside. Dipsy-do, and he scores.
And Odom just doing what Odom does, using speed and athleticism to get to that paint and put pressure on the Golden Eagles at the basket.
New season high, 12 points in this game for Odom, and Justin Lewis drops it in.
And they have to figure out how they can get the ball back to Justin Lewis.
Foul underneath, it's on Marquette. Fouls on Oso Ighodaro. That's his 3rd of the game. Number 13 in navy blue for Marquette.
Can't leave Ighodaro down there by himself to rebound. You have to gang rebound as a team. It's a group effort on the boards.
Here's Kunkel. Has been quiet today, scoreless so far. Jones inside Nunji, double teamed, goes up and can't hit it. Taken away by Lewis for Marquette. Elliott, spot up 3. Out of bounds, they say, off of Odom. It stays with Marquette underneath. Did you like that shot?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because it's your shooter getting a look in transition. So I have to live with it. He just came off of getting fouled and knocking down 3 free throws. So I want to see if he can. He's allowed a heat check.
Iguodaro scores inside, and the foul. His 6th point of the game. He'll head to the line for a free throw.
And that's what you want to do as a team. When you have a baseline out of bounds, you're trying to score. You want to be aggressive. Iguodaro just making a nice cut to the basket. Kobe Jones falling asleep on the switching and communication. Nice pass by Greg Elliott.
Iguodaro at the line. Coach Smart really likes the potential of this kid. Says he handles the ball well, passes well, missing the free throw there. He's 6'9", but if you throw it up around the rim, Dickie, if it's anywhere close to the rim, he'll go get it and throw it down.
Yeah, he has long arms in addition to athleticism. The combo of those two things makes him intriguing.
Kunkel inside, the hero from a year ago, scores his first 2 of the day.
Purple must have been at the Zach Fremantle footwork camp, because that looked like what Zach Fremantle did in the first half.
Mitchell down the lane, shot blocked by Hunter. It's taken by Kunkel. Numbers for Xavier. Kunkel, no, but he's fouled and he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Sign me up for the Zach Fremantle footwork camp, because he's teaching Kunkel how to use the same footwork. Pump fake, shoulder ball, up and under. That was a big man move right there by a guard who knocks down shots.
Kunkel at the line, 66% free throw shooter. And he rims in the first one for his 3rd point of the game. He had 12 points, 4 made 3-pointers, and 4 assists in his last game in the win on Wednesday versus Morehead State. One for 2 on that trip. Xavier has gone to the line 18 times. Marquette only 8. Xavier by 7, 13 and a half minutes to go.
Xavier dropped back in the 2-3 zone.
Lewis, short, put back, Prosper, no, and the rebound ripped away by Jones for Xavier.
This is where the Musketeers have to utilize their twin towers right here.
There's one of them, Fremantle, on the baseline again. Tries to pass, and the ball kicked. Shot clock will reset to 20.
Marquette playing with more of a smaller lineup, or what would be considered a smaller lineup, versus Fremantle and Nunge. Xavier has to take advantage of their bigs.
And Dickie, Xavier in the lead by 7. And look at some of the leading scorers for the team this year. A little low point totals so far in this game.
Well, you know, this shows that you have a team with balanced scoring. They have 4 guys who average double figures. They have guys who come off the bench that can score in double figures. So that's good when you have your whole team be able to step up when some of the usual suspects are not getting baskets.
Odom inside, outside Jones. Here's Nunge. That's a 3. Rebound ripped away by Elliott for Marquette. Lewis trying to create, floats it up inside and gets the bounce.
And that's when Lewis is at his best, slashing, diving to the basket, getting in the paint with 2 feet.
He averages 15 points a game. He has 13 so far tonight. Here's Nunge against Lewis. Height mismatch there. Nunge. Fremantle against Iguodaro. Goes to the jump hook. No. Tapped up, missed by Nunge. Rebound Iguodaro for Marquette. Lewis in rhythm. A 3. Rebound skied high for by Jones, and then a foul by Iguodaro 90 feet away from the basket. Timeout on the court. Xavier at home leads by 5. 11:56 to go here on FS1. Back in the Cintas Center, Xavier by 5, 55-50 over Marquette. Here is Shaka Smart in the huddle trying to fire up his team.
Focus on us. Hey, we are. Look at me. Lost in the fight. Win anyway. Embrace the challenge. And we got to play violent. You guys love me.
When you're a leader of men, part of your job in that leadership role is to motivate the team. Shaka Smart sitting there with composure, with the right presence, letting his players know, focus on us. But one of the biggest things he just said right there was embrace this moment right now. We're right here. And he delivered that with a presence that motivates his young team.
You know, he took VCU to the Final Four in 2011. I asked him what's his message been to this team in his first year at Marquette. And he says, in order to win at a championship level, you have to make it about each other, not make it about individuals. He thinks this team can get there, but his guys are still getting to know each other because there's so many newcomers on this team, still trying to build up the team chemistry.
Yeah, and as he's building that chemistry, he's building a culture, Brock. He came to Marquette with a book, with the culture that he wants, so it can always be a foundation of where he's building from and building these young players. And he's already experienced beating Xavier twice, once at VCU and once at Texas. So he's trying to get a third time right here in his early Big East coaching debut right here in the Big East Conference. Got to get Greg Elliott going, get an open look, try to get it to Justin Lewis in the middle so he can attack the basket.
5 to shoot. Lewis on the baseline, left hand. He's fouled with 4 to shoot. Foul on Xavier, and Lewis will head to the line and shoot 2.
And that's what I like to see with Justin Lewis. I know he wants to shoot threes. I know he's capable. He's not shooting a high percentage. That might have been a hook. Fremantle is wanting a hook. Nunji was wanting a hook right there. But at the end of the day, Lewis being aggressive is what the Golden Eagles need right now.
13 points in the game so far. Again, 3 double-doubles on the season through 11 games. That's point number 14. Marquette getting the line a little more often here in the second half. Now 7 of 9 at the line in the game.
And I'm not saying for Justin Lewis to not take three-point shots. But right now, in the moment of this game, be aggressive to the paint, draw fouls, take opportunity threes when you have good looks.
Reach-in foul called on Greg Elliott. That's his 3rd of the game.
Babyface Elliott. He didn't think he fouled right there. He's using his hands. He's talking to the official right now.
And now free throws the rest of the way for both teams with 11:21 to go. Here's Colby Jones. And Coach Travis Steele said before the game he's a tremendous defender. He can defend positions 1 through 5. He's made tremendous strides with his game here in the last year or so. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. 2-possession game. Marquette down 5. Approaching 11 minutes to go.
Both teams not getting it done from the free throw line the last couple of trips. That's going to be important coming down this stretch.
Morcell, fadeaway jumper, curls off the rim. Fremantle recovers it on the rebound for Xavier.
Now that was a good look for the Golden Eagles, right there in the elbow area.
Blocking foul called on Stevie Mitchell, his first.
The one thing I can give the Musketeers, they're taking advantage and being aggressive, going at the Golden Eagles freshmen. Making them have to defend. Odom just being strong like he's been the whole game. There's no reason to settle for jump shots first in the possession. Attack the paint, and if you get a kick-out look for open J, then take it.
1-and-1 for Dwan Odom, 82% free throw shooter. He averages 6 points a game. He had 10 in the first half. That's now point number 13 in this game.
And he's been working on his shot mechanics, not known as a jump shot shooter, has been back in the lab working on his mechanics, has become an improved free throw shooter at 82%.
He had 6 points and 6 assists in the team's last game against Morehead State on Wednesday night. Goes 1 of 2 at the stripe. Marquette ball down 2 possessions, nearing the midway point to the second half of play.
We're going to see how Tyler Kolek can play right now with 4 fouls. Can he still facilitate? Can he still manage this team without getting his 5th foul and make plays for his teammates?
Lewis over Nunji. No, tapped up and in by Morcell.
Good job by Morcell using his athleticism, hustle plays, offensive rebound. The Musketeers not doing a good job recognizing and boxing out.
Odom into the lane. The floater goes for Odom. Give him 15 points on the night, the new season high.
It's been the Dwan Odom show. He's been taking over the game every time he's on the court. 15 points off the bench.
It's also a new career high for Odom. 15 points. Alley-oop inside. Missed. Handled by Queth. And the loose ball taken by Xavier. Xavier by 6. Odom again into the lane. Outside Jones. His floater. No. Rebound by Elliott for Marquette. And a steal by Odom. He's everywhere. Inside to Jones. Odom spots up for 3. Almost banked it in. Loose ball, rebounding foul. It's called on Marquette.
Hey, I can live with that shot by Odom. You know why, Brock? Because his activity, his motor this game, he deserves to get an opportunity to take that open look. His anticipation in the passing lane, just setting up defensively, that's just being active. That's just understanding the passing lane, reading the passer, and getting his hands on the steal.
So here's Zach Fremantle. He's a 91% free throw shooter. 11 of 12 shooting at the line this year. Nothing but net on that one. Give him 7 points on the day. Fremantle at the line. Preseason first team all Big East Conference this year. Last year was second team all Big East and was named the Big East Conference's most improved player of the year. 2 of 2 at the stripe. He has 8. The lead is 8 for Xavier. 9:19 to go.
Again, I'm going to say it, get a playmaker in the middle, get a ball screen on the outside of the zone or the inside of the zone to turn it into man-to-man and then attack.
Jones, Kolek spots up for 3, and down it goes for Tyler Kolek, his second 3 of the game. He has 8 points.
Very good shot by Kolek. They worked the ball around. He got an open look. Hasn't been shooting the ball well, but that was a big shot.
Fremantle's shot crawls off the rim. He got it back. Down the lane. Dipsy-do no. Tapped up and in by Nunji.
And I think that's how Coach Still can see how to play with his twin towers. They're being aggressive on that rim, offensive rebounding.
Jones missing, rebound by Colby Jones for Xavier. Numbers for the Musketeers. Good transition defense by Marquette, getting back on D.
Yes, good defense, but also good recognition by Colby Jones not to force the issue.
Odom again, scores again, continues to add to his career high. He has 17 points on the night.
You know what's interesting? The Cincinnati game, Jack Nunji stepped up off the bench. This team is so talented with so many players. As you see Jones knock down an open 3. The Musketeers are so talented with so many guys who can score. And now today it's Odom's turn to step up off the bench.
Nunji out to Odom. He's got the hot hand. Over to Jones. Nunji. Rebound Cam Jones for Marquette. Marquette down 2 possessions inside 7.5 minutes to go.
Xavier back into a man-to-man. This is when you need to get the ball screen.
Lewis backs in on Fremantle. Lost it, got it back, leans inside, fouled. And he'll head to the line when we come back.
Everybody's showing footwork today. Look at Odom. The spin back. It was almost like MJ.
Tomorrow on Fox, the battle for the NFC East crown intensifies as Dak and the Cowboys take on the Giants. Then in America's Game of the Week, two superstar quarterbacks duel it out as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers battle Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Check local listings for the games in your area only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Brock Bowling, Dickie Simpkins with you, the Cintas Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. And Dickie, here's a look at the foul trouble situation, more so for Marquette.
Yeah, this is very important right now. A little bit over 7 minutes left in the game. The Golden Eagles down by 6. The game is close. This is important right here. Kolek with 4 fouls. Elliott. They need both of those guys from a scoring and distributing standpoint. And Iguodaro, they need defensively. Scruggs, Xavier guys, not as much, only 3 fouls, but this is an important part of the game where both teams are in the bonus. So you're going to see both teams be aggressive. Staying out of being able to foul out of the game is going to be important.
So Marquette will be shooting bonus free throws the rest of the way. First one missed by Lewis, a 76% free throw shooter, 14 points so far today, averaging 14.9 per game, and goes above his average. That's point number 15 for Lewis, and it's down to a 5-point game. Here's Nunji way out front against Queth. Jones inside Nunji, goes up and fouled by Lewis. And for Lewis, his second foul of the game, and Jack Nunji will head to the line and shoot 2.
And that's Jack Nunji reading the game. He goes over the screen, but he call it a slip the screen. He sees the defender, Queth, playing up high. So instead of really saying Queth already playing the screen, Nunji knows the slip. Kobe Jones with a quick pass, drawing the foul on Justin Lewis.
So Nunji at the line, he had 5 points right off the bat to begin the game and then got quiet. Scored a putback banker off the glass midway through the second half. He has 7 points in the game, and they're reviewing the foul in the play.
Well, they were trying to view whether it was too hard of a foul. I mean, that was a good play of the ball. He played the ball, played it up high.
Nunji makes the free throw. That is the 25th free throw attempted in the game by Xavier. He goes 2 for 2. He has 9 points in the game. Xavier's lead is 3 possessions.
If you're Marquette, you can't settle for a jump shot initially.
Jones spots up for 3. Rebound Nunji as he just climbs the ladder for the rebound for Xavier, clad in white. A 3-possession game, 6:20 to go. Nunji, position inside on Queth, the pump fake, and the left-hand score by Nunji.
When you're playing against a shot blocker like Queth, using your body, using angles, and using footwork, along with pump fakes, is how you score.
Double-double, 11 points, 11 boards, and there's Lewis. Correction, it's Morsell inside. Daryl Morsell has 14 points in the game. This is his 9th game of the year scoring in double figures.
Good job by Morsell continuing to back down, getting a close shot. But Nunji should have came over and blocked the shot as he saw the repeated back down by Morsell.
Jones, Hunter for 3. Rebound, out of bounds, and they say back over to Marquette. All right, so Dickie, Marquette struggling from the field so far today, shooting in the low 40s, down 7. How does it chip away at this lead here down the stretch?
Well, coming down this possession right now, they have to recognize whether Xavier's in a man-to-man or 2-3 zone. Whatever one they're in, they got to get a ball screen and try to get to the paint to create an opportunity for a teammate. It has to be aggressive.
Kolek rims out that three. Rebound by Xavier and Nate Johnson. Here's Jones on the baseline. And has to come back out. Under 5 to play. Shot clock inside of 10. Jones skips it in the corner to Johnson. Johnson all the way, fouled on his way to the cup, but he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
And see, what Marquette should be doing is what Xavier just did that possession. They were patient, they were poised, they worked the ball around. And then Johnson, a shooter, knowing that the defender has to play up on him close, puts the ball on the floor versus a freshman and gets the foul.
Johnson at the line, 13 points, right at his average, a 68% free throw shooter. That one is missed. Johnson played his first 3 years of college at Gardner-Webb in the Big South, transfers to Xavier in the Big East, and last year Johnson was 4th in the nation on three-point shooting at 45.2%.
Oh no, Johnson can make shots, but he also has athleticism. And again, I said it earlier, he's a good defender. He can guard the ball, he plays passing lanes.
There's Kolek playing with 4 fouls, rips it inside to Iguodaro for the lay-in.
And that's what you need to do if you're the Golden Eagles. That was what was missing when Kolek was sitting on the bench in foul trouble. Penetrating, sharing the ball, making plays for your teammate for easy buckets.
For Kolek, his 5th assist of the game. He averages 5.6 helpers per game this season. That leads the Big East. Six to shoot. Hunter inside Nunji. Quick turnaround, no. And the weak side rebound by Morcell. Under 4 minutes to go, and Marquette up the court down 6. Elliott hits a 2.
Good defensive possession by Marquette. This is what you need right now if you're trying to chip away in the lead. Kolek penetrating, a paint touch, sharing the ball. Iguodaro with a finish. Marquette down by 4.
It has played a difficult schedule to this point of the season. It defeated a top 10 Illinois team early in the year by 1, but 3 losses to ranked teams earlier this season.
Yeah, and they get the good win against Illinois. They're getting the experience of playing against ranked teams. That's going to help with the maturation process of the young players. And even though you lost those games, if I'm Shaka Smart, I still have to feel good about my team. I still have to feel good how they perform, the difficult season or opponents they've had early. All this is for building blocks to help later on in the season.
And Marquette playing another ranked team on the road here today in Xavier. Xavier's red hot, 10-1 record. It has won 8 straight on this floor. 6 wins overall coming into the game today. Shot missed inside by Hunter. Kept alive by Jones. Shot clock did not reset inside of 10. Hunter for 3. Rebound Lewis for Marquette.
Marquette doing an excellent job the last 2 possessions, coming up with big stops and finishing the defensive possession with securing the rebound. Now it has to translate into a successful offensive possession.
Elliott for 3, his 2nd of the game. He trims the lead down to a 1-point game.
And it doesn't get any more successful than that when you have your best playmaker, Kolek, averaging 5 assists a game, finding your best shooter, Greg Elliott, knocking down a corner 3. This is where I talked about Kolek was missing in the game when he was sitting on the bench. Creating shots for his teammates, finding Elliott for a 3-ball corner pocket.
Greg Elliott, the best 3-point shooter on the team. He comes off the bench. He is shooting 52% from downtown this season. The foul is on Marquette. 2 shots coming up for Hunter, and the first one is missed.
And we already talked about when we showed this matchup, Marquette-Xavier, how close these games have been. And I said earlier when Xavier was up by 10, Brock, that this game was going to be close. We showed the foul trouble. That's going to be important down the stretch. And free throws I talked about were going to be important.
Misses both, and Marquette can take the lead on this trip. 2:40 to go, 70-69 Xavier. Kolick, Iguodaro. Elliott for the lead. No, rebound by Jones for Xavier.
I'm okay with that possession. I'm okay with that possession because you got a paint touch. You gave the ball up. Now you can get the three-point shot by your best three-pointer. I'm good with that.
Shot clock at 10. Here's Jones making his move on the baseline. Johnson. Jones got it. 11 points for Kobe Jones, and Xavier takes a three-point lead. A timeout taken. Xavier at home in the Big East opener leads it by 3. Back here at Xavier, the Musketeers lead the Golden Eagles by 3, 72-69. You see the game reset. Both teams in the bonus, double bonus shooting for Xavier. And Dickey, 2:04 to go. What do you expect to see here from both teams down the stretch?
Even though the Golden Eagles are only down by 3, you don't settle for a three-point shot right away. There's plenty of time left in the game. You're talking about 2 minutes left. You have the possession. You want to attack the paint still. That is the focus. You're in the bonus. You can get to the free throw line. That's what you need to do.
Kolick for the tie. No. Weak side rebound by Johnson for Xavier.
Kolick only shooting 20% from 3. I don't know about that possession of that shot when you just penetrated and made a play for your teammate.
Johnson, Nunji for the jam.
Brock, this is the difference between a young team and a veteran team. The execution factor.
Lewis missing the slam dunk attempt, and the rebound by Odom for Xavier. Coming up on 1 minute to go, and it's a 2-possession game, and they reach in and foul. DeLon Odom, he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
This is the difference between a young team and a veteran team, the execution. Nunji, a veteran college player, they're in the ball screen action. He's getting the pass from another veteran college player, Johnson, seeing and reading how the defense is playing, sharing the ball, and precision on the pass for a dunk by Nunji.
DeLon Odom at the line, having a career night, 17 points, make it 18, a new career high for him today. Xavier has gone to the foul line now 32 times in this game.
And when you look at this game right now, the last 2 possessions pretty much dictated how this game is going to finish. The three-point shot by Marquette, by Kolick, the miss, and then the execution by Xavier in the critical of the game.
Lewis, Kolick, under a minute to go. Backdoor to Elliott, puts it in.
Good defense by Kobe Jones playing it high, but excellent offense by Greg Elliott. Body control, concentration, soft touch.
56.1 to go. It's Xavier at home, leads it by 5 here on FS1. Back at the Cintas Center, second half, 56.1 to go. 22nd ranked Xavier leads Marquette, 76-71. Brock Bowling and Dickey Simpkins with you. Here's a look at the game summary. And how about the points in the paint and the bench points by Xavier today?
That is the story of the game. Xavier taking advantage of the paint points where Marquette settled for a lot of three-point shots, not being a high-level three-point shooting team. Right now, the Golden Eagles have to jump the game up. They have to play for steals and foul right away. You want to extend this game. Need to get a foul. Need to get a foul.
And timeout taken by Travis Steele and Xavier. He did not like the way that possession was looking. 15 to shoot, 40.8 to go in the game. Xavier ball, Xavier timeout.
Well, Marquette right there, you play for the steal in the backcourt. You try your hardest to get your hands on the ball. Once it gets to the front court, you have to foul. You don't want 10 more seconds, 5 more seconds to run off the shot clock.
So a timeout taken by Xavier. Here's the game reset. Xavier by 5. Xavier out of timeouts. 1 more left for Marquette. Both teams in the bonus. Double bonus for Xavier.
Right now, if you're Marquette, you're prepared to be all-out pressure defense man-to-man. As soon as the ball is inbounded, you're playing for the steal. And that may mean getting your hand on the ball, but also on the offensive player. And hopefully the officials miss that and you get a steal, but if not, you foul right away.
Updated shooting numbers. Marquette shooting 42% overall, 36% on threes. Xavier shooting 42% overall, 23% on threes. Only 4 of 17 from downtown in this game. But we talked about the bench points, the points of the paint. As Dickey said, that has been the difference in the game for Xavier, having a 2-possession lead, 76-71 on Marquette, 40.8 to go.
You come out, Marquette has to be so aggressive. You want to use versatile, mobile guys right now to defend the Musketeers, switch everything on defense, try to make the ball go into either the worst free throw shooter for Xavier or the person that's not comfortable with handling the ball. Try to come up with a steal, and if not, foul right away. I call this junking up the game to extend the game.
They inbound to the backcourt to Nunji, into Odom's hands. 10 seconds to shoot, 35 to go in the game. Odom in the trees, finds Johnson wide open. Hits a 3! His 3rd 3 of the game. He has 17 points, and it's an 8-point Xavier lead.
So I'm taking it that Marquette elected to play it out since the shot clock was at 10 seconds or 11 seconds. They elected to play it out, but you have no pressure on Odom, who's a quick guy, and he's able to make a precise pinpoint pass to a guy who shoots 46%. Getting in there in the paint, kicking it to a shooter who's locked, loaded, and ready, and who's on fire.
He shot 45.2% last year, 4th best in the nation. This year, 46.3% coming into the game today, 2nd best in the Big East. And Dickey, you really like this Xavier team coming into the season, didn't you?
I like this team, a veteran team. I think that they are starting to, you know, in my top 5 Big East teams, I have Xavier up there. I like Seton Hall. I like Xavier because they had veteran players coming back. Villanova took that loss to Creighton. They took a beating by Baylor. Villanova's still good, but I don't think they're the best in the Big East right now. And then Providence and Creighton right there at 5. Again, both Providence with a veteran team who's been successful. And I know I don't have DePaul in here, but DePaul is doing well. They're creeping up. But these are the teams right here that I see staying in the top 5 of the Big East as the season goes on.
An 8-point game, Xavier in the lead. This team has won 8 straight on this floor, dating back to last season. And now 28 seconds away from going to 1-0 in Big East play this year. Okay, if you're Marquette, 28.5 to go, you're down 3 possessions. What do? You
go real quick. You get it in, you go real fast to the basket. You're trying to attack the basket, score as fast as possible. As soon as you score a layup, they get it in, foul it again. Again, I call this junking up the game. Make 28 seconds feel like 5 to 10 more minutes of the game. Maybe you frustrate Xavier into making careless plays. Now, if you penetrate and you're able to kick out for a 3, then make that pass.
And Kolek throws it in the backcourt. It's over and back, a turnover on Marquette. And it goes back over to Xavier.
Well, Marquette played for the 3-point shot right there. They were playing for an action for Kolek to dribble in and Elliott to come off his back for a pitch pass for a three. I think if you get a hard penetration first, you can still find Elliott for an open three.
Holding foul called on Greg Elliott. He's fouled out of the game.
Here's the last play. Kolek stopping there, trying to miscommunication. Elliott's supposed to run off his back so he can get the pitch three. I would have had Kolek penetrate the paint hard, make the Musketeers turn their back, get a misdirection play, and maybe a veer screen for Elliott to get open.
Scruggs crawls in the free throw, give him 5 points in the game. Paul Scruggs, preseason, first team All Big East this season.
Brock, when you look at the Musketeers, they have everything you need for a winning team. They have the heart and soul right here shooting free throws. A defensive specialist can make plays. They need to make free throws. They have stretch bigs, but Marquette needs to score quick right now.
Kolek whips it inside to Iguodaro. It's out of bounds off of Xavier. 13.3 to go.
Xavier also has stretch bigs who can play inside and outside. The team is an excellent passing team, and they are all together in a collective defensive effort as a team.
Cam Jones one more time. Almost banked in a three. Rebound Nunji. And Xavier will just run out the clock. The Xavier Musketeers win it over the Marquette Golden Eagles. 80-71, the final.
The difference in this game were points in the paint by Xavier and execution by a veteran team versus a young team.
And Xavier now has won 4 of its last 5 games and now 7-2 in Big East Conference opener in that category. That's going to wrap things up for us here today from Cincinnati. Final score for the final time, Xavier 81 and Marquette. Make it Xavier 80 and Marquette 71. For my broadcast partner, Dickie Simpkins, and the rest of our great crew, Brock Bowling saying so long from the Cintas Center. Thanks for watching Big East Hoops on FS1.